Welcome to the Lose Weight, Live Life podcast. If you're someone who would do anything to lose weight, yet finds it impossible to stick to a diet, to eat less, or just what you think you should, this podcast is for you. I am your host, certified life and weight mindset coach, Clair MACKENZIE. Listen in to learn how to stop overeating, lose weight for the last time, and create a relationship with food and yourself that you love, all without diet deprivation and self-sabotage. Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to podcast episode number 145, Weight Management. So from helping hundreds of women lose weight over the past 4 or 5 years, I've gained insight into the similarities and differences that women experience as a part of their weight loss journey. And one of those similarities is that all women experience phases of weight loss that feel really difficult and phases of weight loss and weight management that feel really easy. And whilst everyone experiences a mix of it being both easy and difficult, the proportion of easy and difficult is unique and different for everyone, and the timing of the phases of the journey being easy and difficult is different for everyone too. The way that we help you with the difficult in the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy is to teach you and help you apply a whole package of skills and tools so that you get used to embracing the difficult phases, using them to learn whatever the skill is that you need to move forward, and then having a period of it being easy until it becomes difficult again, and then you learn the next skill or skill set and move forward again. And I want to talk about this today because when you know the difficult is coming and you're ready to embrace it and learn from it, your weight loss journey will feel so much easier. And it's one of the reasons why we recommend working with us in the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy for at least 12 months. You see, your relationship with food is complex, and if you want to lose weight for life, it's going to be so much easier when you learn lots of skills associated with using your body, your brain, your mind, and emotions to help you, instead of just trying to force yourself to eat a certain way, which is kind of what we do when we try to lose weight by sticking to a restrictive diet. And if you focus your attention on learning the skills that will help you with permanent weight management, instead of focusing your attention on what's happening on the scale, your journey is likely to be so much easier and, importantly, more enjoyable. One of the reasons that I want to paint a picture of what that journey will look like for you is because on this podcast episode here today, we are launching our Black Friday savings. It's an opportunity for you to benefit from some big savings when you join the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy. And we only offer a money off sale once a year, and that is for Black Friday. And so you have the opportunity to join the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy with annual membership or annual membership with private coaching support and secure up to 30% savings. When you take advantage of our Black Friday offer, you will get instant access to the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy, but your 12 months membership will not actually start running until the 1st of January 2024. So if you join us now, you would be getting 13 and a half months membership for the price of 9 months. And I love making this special offer available to you at this time of year for a number of reasons. It gives you the opportunity to think about gifting yourself or asking someone else who cares to give you the gift of a better physical and emotional health present this Christmas. And I think that's really nice and really worthy of thinking about. Also, if you're worried about regaining weight lost this year during December, so maybe you've been working at losing weight yourself and you've been doing well, but you're slightly concerned about what is going to happen over December because maybe you've gained weight over the festive season before and then struggled to get restarted in January. I know that's happened to me. But if you are in that situation, then when you join the Academy now, you get a lot of extra support throughout the festive season, throughout Christmas and New Year, from me as your weight loss coach and the amazing community of Academy members who will give you lots of insight and inspiration. And starting on Wednesday the 29th of November, we are running a full series of weekly classes to help you learn skills to overcome the challenges that often come up during the festive season. So that will be things like how to enjoy festive foods without overeating, how to handle the emotional challenges of the season, such as overwhelm, or maybe for some of us it's loneliness or grief, We will look at how to handle tricky relationships during the festive season. Sometimes we end up eating in frustration of the people that we find ourselves around, and how to eat healthily without feeling deprived or feeling as though you're missing out. Also, so that's great if you've lost some weight this year, but if you've not lost weight that you wanted to this year, you will get support throughout the Christmas period so that you don't switch into that diet mentality of thinking, I'm just gonna enjoy Christmas, eat what I want and sort this out in the new year, and find yourself, you're starting the new year kind of 5 pounds higher on the scales than you were right now. Christmas is a brilliant opportunity to learn lots of skills that you will want to learn to help you with your relationship with food and manage your weight for life. Don't miss out on the opportunity to really enjoy your Christmas and enjoy your eating and show yourself that you can have both, okay? So I want to help you discover how you can create the best Christmas ever, because we look at all things around what's going on with you, how you're feeling emotionally, what you're thinking, teaching you life skills around enjoying the festive season, as well as helping you not overindulge in your food and drink, but get pleasure from your food and drink at the same time. And also, if you are looking forward to working through the Food for Thought program in January with me, which is what you'll be doing if you are joining the Academy now, you'll have a process in place, you'll be prepared to be set up and learn all of the skills that you're going to want to learn to help you with your relationship with food in January. You'll be learning lots of new and exciting things about your body, your brain, your mind and your emotions, and the role they play in you having the relationship with food that you want in the future. So to find out more about our Black Friday savings, go to www.thebestyou.coach/black. Okay, so I thought I would talk more about these different skills that I encourage you to learn as a part of your weight loss journey. I thought I'd talk more about those today to give you a bit of a feel for them, to paint a bit more of a picture as to the sorts of things that you can learn to help you with your weight loss and manage your weight for life, and to help you overcome, importantly, those phases of your weight loss journey that feel difficult. Now, the difficult phase often comes right at the beginning. So for some people, when they start, some members of the Academy join and they're ready to learn and they are ready to embrace a new approach, and they find the work interesting and exciting, and this creates some feel-good feelings and getting some dopamine from our brain at this point, and they might find that the first phase of their weight loss journey feels easy and enjoyable and exciting. And finding it easy, they're likely to see some weight coming off, and that feeds the positive loop, and the phase continues until either something happens in life, there's a life event, or maybe the process and the journey stops being so interesting, or maybe their weight loss plateaus, and so all of a sudden it doesn't quite feel so new and exciting, and they may then enter a phase that feels really difficult. But that's okay, because they have got the opportunity then to identify what's going on for them, why it feels difficult, what's happening in their body, brain, mind and emotions that makes it seem difficult, and this creates an opportunity for them to learn lots of new skills. Now, conversely, on the other side, often some members find getting started really difficult, and that's usually members who struggle to believe permanent weight loss is possible for them, or members who have some self-blame and shame around them being the weight that they are. All of this I totally relate to. All of this was true for me. Or maybe they have regained some weight loss previously and that feels uncomfortable. Or maybe they have a lot of diet mentality habits or some diet trauma. And the important thing to note here is that these members are not less successful with their weight loss when they use the skills, when they come to the Academy, learning the skills and learning how to apply the skills to their life, when they have compassion and curiosity around what's making it difficult for them and are willing to do the things to help themselves. And in this situation, that doesn't start with forcing themselves to restrict how they eat, but it is about doing some of the work to release the mental weight and create a different perspective on their relationship with food. So let me tell you a bit more about the skills that I encourage you to learn as a part of your weight loss journey, regardless as to your pattern of easy or difficult. And these skills fall into the categories of paying attention to your body, paying attention to your brain, paying attention to your mind, and paying attention to your emotions. Okay, so let's start with thinking about paying attention to your body. This is about learning about your body and the effect that what you eat and how you eat has on your body. Now, your body is unique in how it responds to the different types of foods you eat and the different ways that you may go about eating. So, for example, do you tend to graze throughout the day or snack a lot in the evening, or are you having, 3 decent sized meals and no snacks? Now, as you do the work of paying attention to your body, you may also be learning new skills around the area of paying attention to your mind too, because all of these overlap with each other. It's likely you've spent years and decades looking to diet experts in the diet industry to tell you how to eat. But what we teach you in the Academy is to become your own personal expert on the best way for you to eat for your body and your lifestyle, in conjunction with being willing to learn the most up-to-date information about how our bodies in general respond to different food categories, for example. And we teach you how to do this and how to help you to be continually learning and adopting the best way for you to personally be eating for your body, because everybody's body is different, as you work through the Academy programs with us. The other major skill to learn when it comes to working with your body on your weight loss journey is learning to understand your experience of hunger. The difference between physical hunger, hormone imbalanced hunger, and emotional hunger, and how to re-educate yourself to eat when you're hungry instead of eating because you want to feel better, which is what we all do on default. Tied in with understanding the foods to eat and how to eat them to help your body lose weight is understanding your hormones and the impact that they have on your weight, so that you can make small changes to help yourself balance your hormones in your body, which will make losing weight so much easier. And when it comes to our body, we also want to look at hydration, sleep, movement, and stress management. Okay, so now then, let's talk about the area of your brain and the skills you learn around managing your brain to help you lose weight. These skills are around how to reduce conflict in your brain, how to reduce the over-desire you may feel for certain foods. It's that feeling of craving, maybe sugar or cheese or wine. We teach you skills to address that and how to manage your brain around it so that you actually reduce the cravings, the desire, that compulsive feeling of wanting to eat certain foods. Understanding why it's challenging to resist overeating and shed weight involves delving into your brain's workings. So it's about going deep within the primal part of your brain and understanding what drives you towards pleasurable foods, eating them in response to boredom, for example, or other emotional turmoil, and understanding why your brain often wants you to eat in a certain way because those foods are pleasurable and your brain thinks that they are important for your survival. Actually, you are programmed to eat all of the foods that taste really good or that you think taste really good. The brain perceives weight loss as counterproductive to its primary goal of survival. Now, in modern society, of course, this doesn't really work, especially in developed regions. Food is so abundant, the primal drive for food gathering is not required. However, our goal now is not just to survive in our life, but we want to thrive in our life. And that concept is alien to our primal brain. Hence, our struggle with food often feels like a battle against our primal instinct, and we lean into willpower, but that's never going to be finite and inevitably wanes over time, so it's not a productive strategy. But there's good news, because beyond that primal brain that dominates our food-related decisions, we have an extraordinary human brain, and this part of our brain is capable of advanced planning, weighing up the pros and cons, understanding our path to long-term health, making strategic decisions. And the key to learning this part of our brain and learning to harness it for our food choices is what we teach you in the Academy. And the shift involves strategic planning and overcoming obstacles, tasks beyond our primal brain's capabilities. Okay, also it's sometimes useful to call this part of our brain, our human brain, the mother brain, as opposed to, and seeing the difference between what I call our toddler brain, which is the part of our brain which is impulsive, immediately wanting to seek immediate gratification. We might think of that part of our brain as a toddler, or maybe sometimes as a teenager, okay? Whereas our mother brain sees the bigger picture and is much better equipped to consider all of our outcomes and consequences. So you learn how to tap into your mother brain. We teach you the skill for doing that. So then we have next the skills to help us bring our mind into alignment with our long-term weight and health goals. The language and cultural norms that we have around food are shaped by our upbringing and societal influences, and lead to what I often term thought errors. So thoughts are sentences in our mind. So this is looking at what is going on in our mind. Thought errors are misconceptions around food that are not useful and also hinder our weight loss efforts. So a thought error is a bit like having a misleading sentence in our mind. So for example, consider the belief that indulging in an extra glass of wine or a box of chocolates or a bag of crisps is a treat. And it may well be, but if you're grappling with your weight issues or pre-diabetes or joint stress due to weight gain, then consuming those foods or having those drinks is far from treating you. It's actually the opposite of treating yourself. A real treat would be something that looks like self-care, and that involves finding the right balance between eating for fuel, nutrition, nourishment and pleasure, gives you the weight and the health results that you want. Other common thought errors include the notion that it's wasteful to throw food away, but not wasteful to overeat and be storing excess on your body as fat, or the belief that it's impolite to refuse food at social gatherings, even if that doesn't align with your health goals. To realign your thoughts in a way that benefits you, the first step is recognizing and acknowledging those thoughts and beliefs as mere perspectives and not absolute truths. It's about deciding which ones to retain, which thoughts to retain, and which thoughts to discard. Another area to explore when we're looking at your mind is your unconscious thinking. So much like the automaticity of driving a car, you might find that you are habitually reaching for a biscuit with your morning coffee without conscious thought. And we help you learn the skills to recognize and understand these habits so that you can develop strategies to interrupt them and then change them. Lastly, it's also important when we're thinking about your mind to understand your cultural conditioning, both the broader societal norms and your personal upbringing. Understanding how these have influenced your eating habits can be pivotal in helping you determine whether they assist or impede your journey towards healthier eating. And in the Academy, we have lots of frameworks to help you make mindset shifts so that you genuinely start to think habitually in ways that will make weight loss easier for you. We teach you how to shift your perspective so that you start to want to eat the foods that will help and not hinder you having the weight loss results you want. And if you have doubts about your ability to do this, because of course we all do, we all have doubts around our abilities to do most things. But what I want you to consider is how your tastes have changed over your lifetime. Your tastes or preferences for certain people, certain jobs, certain houses, or styles of decor in your house have changed over your life. And your tastes change all the time. And I want you to know this because you can change your tastes, in inverted commas, for certain foods in exactly the same way too. And you can actually manage yourself, do that. You can manage yourself through the process of changing your tastes for certain foods so that how or what you want to eat starts to be more aligned with creating the health and weight loss results that you want. Now, the fourth area I want you to consider regarding the changes you're making from within, which is what all of these changes are, is to do with your feelings and emotions. Emotions or feelings, as I often call them interchangeably, are simply one-word descriptions of what you experience in your body, the emotions you feel in your body. And they range from happy, mad, sad or glad to things like deprived, frustrated, joy or excitement, or emotions like empowerment, self-love, self-acceptance. Those ones are particularly positive and influential, those last few. Once you delve into your emotional makeup, it becomes clear that you will have a vast array of emotions at your disposal. A common misperception is the belief that we should be happy all of the time. And this belief paradoxically leads us to unhappiness. And happiness only holds meaning because of its contrast with other emotions. So if we were perpetually happy, we wouldn't recognize or appreciate being happy. If we consider grief, the loss of a loved one, disappointment when we're let down, or anger at injustices, these are natural, necessary emotions. We wouldn't want to not feel them. We wouldn't want to not be outraged or disgusted by the atrocities of war, for example. So we want to experience the full spectrum of human emotion, but we've never been taught how to do that. No one ever taught us really what human emotion is and what it is to experience it versus resist it. Understanding life is a blend of both positive and negative emotions, and embracing that allows us to find peace in unhappiness recognizing its importance and inevitability. And I want you to know this because so many of us who struggle with overeating turn to food as a way to dull or escape these varied emotions, eating out of boredom or being upset or because we're unsettled, for example, by the day's burdens. And this is a familiar scenario, feeling overwhelmed by daily tasks and then seeking comfort in eating towards the end of the day, or eating to reward ourselves even when life isn't exceptionally hard. The skill we want to learn is to permit ourselves to feel these emotions fully without resorting to food as an escape or a way to numb our feelings. And this is often what diets miss because they focus on resisting emotions, using willpower to power through them rather than helping you learn how to experience them. Moreover, you have the power to create positive emotions intentionally, and this can be really useful in helping you on your weight loss journey. By asking yourself how you want to feel, maybe it's satisfaction or pride or peace or self-love, appreciation or gratitude, all of those emotions feel so good. But when we ask ourselves how we want to feel, we can create those emotions on purpose. You can influence your emotional state. And I encourage you to want to learn the skill of how to do that because it's really, really good. It's important to know that feelings stem from your thoughts. So this is where the emotional work ties over with the mindset work. For instance, if you seek gratitude, think of 3 things in your life you are grateful for. And when you learn how to think about those things and also pay attention to what thinking those thoughts feels like in your body, then you will start to feel that emotion of gratitude, whether it's about something to do with your family, home, work, or recent successes, and that will feel good. That will help you feel better as you go about your day. Okay, and this type of conscious reflection will cultivate the feelings of gratitude and enhance your overall well-being. Learning to manage emotional eating is a key part of the work that we do in the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy, as well as managing and creating positive emotion and other ways that emotion shows up in your life. Now, if you don't identify as an emotional eater, I want you to consider that we are all emotional eaters. Food is an emotional management tool for everyone. If it weren't, we would be happy eating space food. Okay, just packs of dry food. We wouldn't want to get pleasure from food. It's part of the human experience to get pleasure from food. And it's why the skills you learn in the Academy are all about learning about your emotional makeup and how to manage your emotions and emotional eating, rather than think emotional eating shouldn't be there and stopping it. It's about getting your emotional eating in balance. It's time to embrace your emotions and how they can help you and not just hinder you having the relationship with food you want and live the life that you want. And so you start in the Academy with learning a whole array of tools to help you use your body, your brain, your mind, and your emotions to help you achieve easy weight loss and weight management by letting it be easy when it's easy and embracing the difficult phases by knowing that they are there to help you learn something really important that is going to help you manage your weight for life. And it's about being curious about what new tools and ways of being will help you move forward through the difficult phases. Also in the Academy, we don't just focus on your relationship with food. We also look at the relationship you have with yourself and how you perceive your life too. You see, when you don't have a good relationship with yourself and you're maybe feeling a bit blah about your life, it's likely that you use food as a way to alleviate what doesn't feel good. For example, constantly judging yourself, which is what many of us do because we don't feel that we don't live up to the societal standards we've grown up with around what our bodies should look like and how we should behave and how we should be all things to all people, which of course is impossible and feels exhausting. And so when we are judging ourselves for not being all things for all people, we often turn to food to comfort ourselves. So we help you create a better relationship with yourself too in the Academy, using many of the skills that you have learned to help you with your relationship with food. So example, it comes back to looking at what's going on in your brain, your mind, and your emotions. You use that work to help you have a better relationship with yourself too. And that will help you more easily align with a loving and appreciating yourself for who you are and what you do, which feels better, which in turn makes it easier to not eat to feel better or to punish yourself for not being good enough, which is what some of us do when we're eating in a way that feels like self-sabotage. And there are other reasons we self-sabotage too, which of course you will also learn about and develop skills to help you overcome in the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy. And then, as I alluded to, you will also learn skills to help you feel better about your life, whether that looks like making some changes to your life and the skills to help you do that, or it looks like not making changes and instead focusing more on learning to love what is, which is the title of a book by Byron Katie, so that's why that came to mind, who teaches a process called The Work to help you with learning to love what is, which is actually something that we did a class on in the Academy this week. So that's what Academy members learned in their focus topic class this week. And by the way, when you join the Academy, you get access to this back catalogue, if you like, of hundreds of coaching calls, talk classes around loads to do with your relationship with food, yourself and your life. So you get access to that, and you can watch the replays or you can listen to them via private podcast feeds, which is often easier if you've got time driving to work, walking a dog, doing house chores, where you can be multitasking, helping yourself with your weight loss whilst you're getting other things done too. Anyway, so if you were to join the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy now, let me just give you a little bit of an insight what your weight loss journey will look like. So you're going to start with focusing on creating the festive season you want. You're going to be learning lots, as I was saying earlier, about eating for pleasure without overindulging, handling tricky relationships, dealing with overwhelm or other challenging emotions that come up for you at this time of year. And you're going to be getting life coaching support as well as weight coaching support so that you can enjoy the last month of 2023 and be excited and looking forward to 2024, knowing that you have a plan in place for improving your physical and emotional well-being. And then in January, you'll be working with us through initially the 13-week Food for Thought program, where you learn all the skills that I've spoken about here today. And then from April onwards, you'll get to participate with us in our deep dive focus months. This is where each month we focus on a topic to help you have a better relationship with food, yourself, or your life. You get help and support with losing weight through all of this. And we keep the exciting parts of your self-development journey going too, supporting you with learning to love your body, overcoming deep-rooted negative beliefs that hold you back from maybe doing some things in your life, whatever that is, essentially, whatever it is you want help with, we support you with in the Academy. And the Academy is for women in midlife. So one of the benefits is that you'll get help and support hearing other women like you get help on a whole array of topics, obviously around losing weight and their relationship with food, but also around other midlife challenges, midlife work challenges, caring challenges, health challenges, empty nest challenges, and much, much more. So again, to find out about the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy and to take advantage of our Black Friday savings, go to www.thebestyou.coach/black and explore the annual package and annual with private support package options. And let's get you set up for a healthier, happier life. Okay, thanks so much for being here and for listening. I just want to leave you with a note from one of our former members. So I asked her for a little bit of feedback about her year in the Academy, and this is what she shared. She said, "I have had a weight problem for my whole life, and prior to finding Claire, I ate for comfort, happiness, sadness, boredom, and just for the hell of it. I had followed Claire's Facebook group for a while before I joined, and I've never looked back. I eat twice a day and I use a smaller plate. I'm rarely hungry, and in 12 months I've lost 4.5 stone. I've still got plenty to lose, and life has got away in the little over the last month or maybe 4, but yesterday I took out the annual membership and committed myself to another year of enjoying life and living and being at peace with myself. Thanks for everything, Claire. You've done what none of the slimming clubs have been able to do, and I am unbelievably thankful." Okay, I do want to say to that member, you have absolutely done everything yourself by being in the Academy, showing up, embracing all that we've taught you, and taking everything that you've learned and applying it to your relationship with food and your life. So I just want to say congratulations. Tremendously well done to you. Okay, that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. I would love you to join us in the Academy, and I will also see you next week. All right, take care. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast and are ready to live a more intentional life, lose weight as a part of that journey, and create a relationship with food and yourself that you love, then I would be honoured to have you join the Lose Weight Live Life Academy membership and coach with me. The programme offers different levels of support to suit you, including self-paced learning, twice weekly calls, private coaching, an amazingly caring community, and lots more. Find out all the details about when and how you can join at www.thebestyou.coach/coaching.